So oftentimes we'll get calls from people that are not in a marital relationship that have some family law issues. And those issues can be related to custody because you have custody with someone that you're not married to, or they could be issues where you own property together and you're not married. So in the custody aspect of it, you need to first, if you're the man, you're going to need to establish paternity. You need to be able to establish that the child is yours and that you have the right to bring a custodial action. If a support action has been filed by the other parent, then you are entitled to a DNA test through the court. And that is usually scheduled when they know that parties are not married and there has not been an acknowledgement of signature, stating that you're the parent. So if the person files suit in support court, it will generally be dealt with, and then that will give you the right to sue for custody. If, however, the person doesn't want you involved, they may not file for any type of support. And in that type of situation, you're going to want to file to establish paternity. You will file for custody as well, but the court's going to have to first determine that you have the right to bring a custodial action by first establishing that you are genetically related. So at a petition for paternity, generally, if you haven't been held out as the other parent because it's a new relationship with a new baby, or not a new relationship, but maybe a new baby, you're going to have a court issue a DNA test through that petition for paternity. If you have been held out as the dad generally and then you split, then paternity can be established by estoppel, which is a matter of law, meaning that you have been held out as the parent. So even if you are genetically not the father, you would still have custodial rights and be considered the legal parent. If you own property with someone and you end up separating, anything that is in joint names is what the court can divide. And that is going to be not through a divorce, obviously, but you're going to be filing a partition action. And with a partition action, it's not equitable division, it's usually equal division, but there's different credits that go back and forth depending on what you have each contributed, and who's using the property, etc. So that is going to get filed separately. And you're going to want to talk to a lawyer about what your rights are. Anything that is not in one party's name, you may want to explore whether there's any equitable claims that you can raise. But generally, there is no support. There's no spousal support or any type of support for parties that are not married because you never entered into the marital contract. So I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to our firm or another firm that handles these type of matters.